Financial scams are different strategies and activities used by fraudsters to deceive you into giving away your personal information or money. Comment down below if you have ever been conned. I think it's an easier way of being conned, but in this case mostly it happens online because these are people you cannot see. What are these scams? Phishing scams. This is where you get an email or a message from a scammer which poses to be legitimate. For instance, you may find a specific company XYZ Limited and someone has an email address which is similar to XYZ Limited, and maybe they just have one error, and this error is what makes it different. They may have added a dot, they may have added a comma, or just something to make it seem legitimate. Sometimes they put in information to convince you so that it doesn't seem like a scam. Comment down below if you have ever found yourself caught in a phishing email and what you did. If you happen to be caught in a phishing email, first, if you know the source, you can inquire from the source to confirm whether they actually sent the email, or you can ask your IT team to just confirm. What are the features of a phishing scam? First is unsolicited sender. You have not asked for the information, you have not asked someone for anything, then they send you something. You actually, sometimes you may find an email of a lottery you have won and you have never played any. So how did you win if you didn't participate? Number 2, check for fine details of the sender if you suspect a phishing email. Phishing emails will always have grammatical errors and errors all over. Even the font, there's some sort of not being polished, and therefore it gives you a red flag. Like, why doesn't it look like a formal email or something? In most cases, you'll find corporates or organizations have signatures on their emails. Perhaps these people who do phishing, they might forget such a fine detail. You'll just find an email with no contact information as the signature. If someone asks you for personal information or your bank or account details, do not share via message. The second scam is investment scam. This is where most of us fall prey. Someone will come up with an idea. They will say this is an investment and you get very high returns. These returns are not comparable to what is in the market right now. You may be told if you invest this much, you are going to get double. Honestly, where do you double your money within a short time? Comment down below if you have fallen prey of such a scam. The other one, you would be told every time you refer a person, this blockchain, every time you refer a person, you get money. Every time you do a small task, you get money. You can find so many things, but the key thing for such is that the returns you're getting are significant. They're not small monies that you just pick or you just anticipate. For instance, if like your treasury bills and bonds give you 10%, these people can give you up to 40%. I'm not saying all the high returns investments are scams, but one of the features of scamming is very high and unrealistic returns. The next scam is lottery and sweepstakes. You see, when you play these games, you're given, maybe you're told you have won or you have not won. For the scammers, what they do, they will call you, they will text you, tell you that you have won, then they tell you you need to pay a fee. If the fee you're paying is not the buying of the ticket for the lottery or the sweepstakes, then why should I pay? And in any case, if someone tells you pay this much, then I'm going to give you your reward, why can't they just deduct from your reward and give you the reward? You will also get a situation whereby someone gives you a reward for something you never attempted. For instance, any sweepstake or charity thing can call you and they tell you, by the way, you have won 100,000, you have won 5,000, you have won 1,000, and you never participated in them. How do you win in something that you have not participated? Comment down below if you have received such messages. Actually, I did receive a message from these people. I don't know where they send emails or texts from, but they sent me an email that there's, I don't know, some money that I have won. If I want to claim my prize, I should pay a small amount and then they give me the prize. When you tell them to deduct, they disconnect. They are scammers. That is one way of finding out. Still on these scams, there are these telephone scams. Nowadays, they are so popular. Someone just calls you and tells you they have sent you some money and they are asking you to return the money to them. If you sent me money, ask the provider to reverse. They can call me to confirm that I actually sent. And the moment you tell them to call the provider to reverse the money, they disconnect or they abuse you. Don't fall prey of such people. The next one is employment scams. This is crazy. Someone tells you, I know maybe you desperately need a job. They tell you what you do, you can give me a fee. And they're not a recruiting agency. Because again, you need to be conscious that they are recruiting agencies that you can pay to help you get a job. This one just wants to take your money and they will not get you a job. So they will tell you, pay a certain amount and then I will connect you. I have connection to the HR, I have connection to the head of the department that you join. And then when you send money, you don't hear from them or the HR. If you're looking for a job, do not pay. If you ask me, pray and it will come to you. The next one are charity scams. This is whereby someone asks for money in pretense that they are raising money for a certain thing. And instead of giving that money for the purpose, now you see there was no purpose. There is nowhere they will give. So they keep the money for themselves. If you find a situation whereby someone is raising funds for different activities, it's important to just do a background check to confirm the authenticity of such a charity. In most cases, I think from what I experience and what I see, if, for instance, on my charity segment, if we are supporting a certain institution, you are free to send to the institution. If we are supporting a specific person, we share their numbers. For instance, we're running charity cause for Naomi, we usually indicate the number. If someone is always insisting that you're sending money to them and they do not show you the outcome of what they have done with the money. You see, when you reach out to people for fundraising, when the money is sent, you need to show and be accountable for what you have used the money for. If you feel it is better to send the funds directly, you can send to the person who is in need. Like in our case, the numbers we give for Naomi. And if you're supporting a specific charity event, we always say this is a specific meetup point. We can meet there and you give your donation. It should be very clear that people raising funds for their selfish interest have also denied those people who are in need opportunities to be assisted. Imagine if you find yourself being scammed on a charity cause, so to speak, and then a genuine one comes, will you even be motivated to give? Let's be honest so that those people who are in need get the help and we don't take advantage of their circumstances. How do you avoid financial scams? Number 1, review your bank accounts as often as you can, because in the process you will discover whether there is a deficit, whether there is something that is missing, whether there is a transaction which you did not authorize and all that. Sometimes when your information is online, you may find it going to the wrong hands, and that is why we are always advised, especially when you're using Wi-Fi. Use a safe Wi-Fi, and if possible, for your bank transactions, use your home or personal Wi-Fi. The next thing is use strong passwords. These passwords will help you in case someone is attempting to use your phone, and avoid using your key dates for your password. Your birthday, your children, your name, your parents' name, those are the red flags. If you're using a word, and of course, do not use a complex word that even you yourself can't even remember the password. Has it ever happened to you? You changed your password and the next time you're trying to log in, you can't even remember? Comment down below. On the password, you can also set the 2-factor safety measures of signing. You can, when you're signing in into a new gadget, then you receive a notification on your phone to confirm that it's either you who is signing or you have authorized the signing. That way, even if a stranger signs on your email or on your other information, you will get a notification, and if need be, you're going to stop the transaction before it happens. The most important thing is also to use internet safely. Use your home internet or your phone internet. Avoid public and secure internet. I don't know whether, I'm not an IT expert, but I don't know whether when they say on your Wi-Fi, when you join some Wi-Fis, it shows secured or secure. Comment down below if that means that your information is safe. The next thing is, when you receive an email, double check the email address and double check the links that they have sent. Most likely there will be some weirdness on the email. There will be erroneous grammar. There will be some issues that you can pinpoint. And like I said, they target when you're least thinking about it. So be alert. The next thing is educate yourself. Get to know the basics. Get to know IT basics. Get to know your phone basics. And a few basic things that can help you when a scammer comes up to try and get your money. You have worked so hard for it. It's time to protect it with everything that you've got. The next thing is learn how to spot a scam email, a scam text. Like I said, the text I received earlier today, the phone detected that it was a scam. That is one way. You're already alerted that it is a scam. Number two, the person addressed me as a pastor. I am not a pastor. So how do you send me a text addressing me as a pastor? So that's also the biggest red flag. Number three, I don't know you. You can't just randomly send me a text and ask me to send money because I don't know someone is sick. I need to know who is sick. Even if you're contributing for help, you need to know who you are helping. And of course, the main thing, avoid internet. Avoid public Wi-Fi if you can. If you must, just buy some bundles and do your transaction, then close. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this channel, we talk about personal development, finance, travel, and charity. If this is your kind of content, kindly consider subscribing and join the Jest Nation. Thank you, and see you on our next one. Bye.